So don't start yet, Zain. You're on here, but you can say hi. Here, down here is where it shows how many views we're getting.
I have 0.
Maybe we might have 0, but they can go back to it and watch it later tonight too.
He's fixing his hair.
I feel like
No, it's his hair.
It's his hat. It's my hair. We have 4. We have 2 viewers, guys.
2 views. Guys, be quiet. Pay the kids some respect.
He hasn't started yet. Okay, so we have 4 viewers. Mm-mm. Hi, welcome to room 310. We're so glad that you're here to celebrate our writing with us, and we are looking forward to sharing our This I Believe essays today. We are going to go down the class list, and we are going to take a short 4-minute break to give the kids a chance to take their passing period and stretch their legs. So thank you for being with us. We have 5 viewers, class, so we're excited to get started. And first we have Zain, so we'll let him get going.
Okay, my story is about confidence, so I'm going to read it now. I believe confidence is hard to gain, but satisfaction with it. I thought I was going to fail, but that concert taught me confidence. Oops. I was at the concert, but little did I know confidence was coming my way. As we were coming out, I walked proudly. As I stood singing, I sang loud and proud. Love glimmered in my mom's eyes. I smiled back. She didn't know about the big event that was coming up, but she was surprised when she saw it. I sang in the shining light that beamed on me, and I walked in front of the crowd and I faced them and said, just do it. I did it. I was beatboxing. I learned confidence is easy to gain if you can let go. As a result, the concert made me nervous, but in the blink of an eye, I gained confidence. When I was walking, I knew I couldn't go back, but I almost had a nervous breakdown. I was so nervous, but it gained me confidence in an instant. I realized I've already started walking now and I can't stop. So I just did it at that moment. At that moment, I gained confidence. As I started, my confidence kept building and kept going up. At this moment, I realized it was so easy. Feeling confident, I pushed through everything. That's how I learned. Everything. That's how I learned. Now, when I use confidence, it helps me speak and present proudly without having a nervous breakdown. Today, I use this skill to help me present my human impact project. I was surprised that I wasn't shy or held back. I felt really brave, and I know confidence helped me. Confidence. It's the one word that pushed me through it all and helped me over and over again. Confidence is one of the most important lessons because I learned it because it helped me get through the period of time of name calling, and I use this skill today because I like to beatbox with others and impress others. I have to be confident and have to be strong while presenting in front of others. I have used this lesson of confidence a lot in my life. It has pulled me through and helped me through a lot of things I was scared to do. In conclusion, I feel strongly about confidence. The lesson has pushed me through and helped me a lot. Confidence, I feel greatly about this word. It has always been there for me. Pushed me through all my performances and helped me with my stage fright. I love this word and what it's taught me.
So when you're done, I'll give you this, and you'll be able to look over your rubric, and then there's 3 questions on the back of the brown sheet for you to fill out, and then you'll get to give that back to me, and I'll lay it right here by me, okay? I think I have it, Noble.
Just kidding.
False alarm. Audience, I like the way you clapped at the end. That was really polite, and you're doing a great job of listening. We have 6 viewers, so we're very excited. Give them a smile and a wave, Noble. Okay. All right. When you're ready.
What I'm reading about is the value word determination, and thinking this would just be a fun bike ride, it taught me a valuable lesson about determination. Driving for an hour, I was so excited to go biking. My mom and I were talking about this for so long, about going on a bike trail like this, the High Trestle Trail Bridge. I was so ecstatic I didn't even think once about how long it actually was. Then we started biking. We went for a while, and I started to get tired. We stopped, and my sister came over and told me I had to keep going. After drinking some water, I blasted to the end and finally finished the high chest trail. But then there was still going back. Learning this lesson about determination really got to me. I knew that I had to keep going if I wanted to get this done, and I know that things in life will always be time-consuming, and you can only get through it with determination. As a result, going on trips isn't all fun and games because it really could give you a feeling of self-accomplishment. While on this bike ride, I felt a roller coaster of emotions. At first, I was the most excited person in the world. All of a sudden, I was so tired and could not move at all. But when I felt like giving up, my sister gave me that motivation. Then I had determination to finally finish this trail finally. Still having breaks, but they weren't for me, but for my mom. So I did the same thing as my sister did and motivated her to keep moving. And I know that we've passed the point of no return. We finally made it, and I felt successful and felt that feeling of triumph. Finishing this trail taught me the sense of triumph, and learning that made me realize that it's a great feeling. Now that this lesson is in mind, I can always use it. It's one of those things that don't run out even when it's good. Ever since then, I have used this lesson when coming to terms of giving up. But the opposite of determination is giving up. So why would you give up? Knowing this, I realized that determination is an important word. It is powerful in many ways, especially in most sports. When you feel like giving up, determination is always telling you to keep going and never follow the path of giving up. I've used this lesson many times, and with only came good things after. Knowing that, I keep this determination and use it whenever I need help. In conclusion, looking back on it, I feel so lucky to have that happen to me because when using that feeling of determination, it feels like I'd never be able to give up. Thinking about it again, wait, what? Hold on. Thinking about it again, I remember that it was so tough, but using it now, I'm using determination in my everyday life. It's like riding a bike. It's hard at the beginning, but once you know how to do it, it's to do it, snap. It's just like that. Right now, it helps me in so many ways. I honestly don't feel like I should be that lucky. Not only that, it has helped me, but it can also help you. It's hard to explain, but I just feel lucky. At this age, it's hard to get through life without that feeling of giving up. I believe that this determination can help you climb any mountain, bust through any wall, and just help you gain the sense of triumphant. And that's why I believe in determination.
Okay. I'll staple these together for you. You have these questions to do on the back. There you go. Okay, Elijah. If you can go in order now. Okay. Addy's ready, so she'll go after Alejandro, Carter. Addy's ready now, so she'll be ready to go.
Imagination. I believe that imagination is one of the base roots of humanity. I didn't have a clue what to make with it, but with my mind I learned how much imagination helps. I woke up one morning ready to go to this crafting store with my mom. When we got there, I looked around. There were fake salon jewels and a wide variety of colored thread, but one thing that caught my eye was 20 rows of brightly colored duct tape. When I got home, I had no idea what to do with it, so I looked online for ideas of what to make. I learned how to make a bow, and that also with a little imagination, I'm able to make something amazing. As a result, I was really proud of myself for doing something innovative and imaginative. After that, I started doing crafts, so I started doing more risky things with duct tape, like wallets and doll clothes, which sort of failed me, but was really fun. I quickly gained confidence after that with my artwork. Furthermore, I now try to do more types of artwork like painting and clay, but duct tape will always be my favorite crafting style. Now when I work on art, I always try to make something that no one has before and try to improvise. I love art. It all has to offer, even if it looks terrible. Every time I do art, I feel a bit more inspired than the last. Now I always do whatever comes to mind in my artwork because I know that I'm going to succeed. I feel that without inspiration and imagination, there wouldn't be anything that we have today. I believe in imagination because without it, we wouldn't have all the amazing modern creations we have today.
Great job, Alijah. You can look this over and fill out your questions at the back. Jordan, and who's after Jordan? Levi, are you ready? Did you text your mom?
Yeah, I did.
You think she's one of the, how many do we have? 9? 9 viewers.
I don't know. She has meetings today.
Okay, audience, we're ready.
My word is wisdom. That morning, I was so excited because I knew that I would be going to a state capitol. But I dreaded the time that morning when kids in question would get there. No one really liked them, and they were always getting in trouble at daycare. I believe that wisdom would have helped the kids in question behave and let us finish our tour. I didn't know when I got to daycare that day that I would learn a great deal about wisdom. When I arrived, it was just about time for snacks, so sometime in the morning. Not many kids were there yet, but the kids that were there had on the shirts that we always wore on field trips. Not long after that, the kids in questions arrived. They were mean, and they were the oldest kids there. They loved picking on the other younger kids. I did not like them one bit. Soon more kids started to come, and before long, everyone was there. We got on the buses and went on our way. When we got to Capitol, a guide was there waiting for us on the front steps. We walked around a bit and then had the prepared lunches that our parents had packed earlier that day. Not long after that, the kids in question started to mess around, not follow our guide's instructions or our teacher's instructions, and just plain out be vexatious. Soon after, the Capitol staff kicked us out. I was so mad when I figured out why we hadn't got to finish our tour. I learned that if they had only thought and used wisdom, we probably would have gotten to finish our tour, and they wouldn't have gotten us kicked out. I was really mad when I figured out who got us kicked out, and the kids in question just reveled in the sorrow they had caused. My first thoughts about the boys were very mean and rude, but when I thought about it some more, I realized that they thought they had done the right thing. They thought that what they had done was okay. They thought they were just having some harmless fun. I realized that if they just had used their heads and used wisdom, they would have realized that what they were doing was wrong. And so I choose to use wisdom so that I don't do what they did at the Capitol. I use this lesson daily and make some better choices because of what they did that day at the Capitol. When people say, well, what is a word that you can relate to? I say wisdom because of that day at the Capitol. Every day I use wisdom to not repeat what they did. I use wisdom to do and act in a way that wouldn't repeat the mistakes they made. When I make decisions, I sometimes go back to that day at the Capitol and think, am I doing the exact same thing that the kids in questions did that day? When I look back on that day and what happened, I feel galvanized to not repeat the same mistake that the kids in questions did that day. Sometimes I sit and think to myself, what would have happened if they hadn't gotten in trouble or gotten us kicked out? Well, the answer to that is simple. I would have gotten to finish the tour. I would not have learned the lesson I did. Now, when I look back on that day and what happened, I feel inspired to not repeat the same mistake the kids in question did that day. I believe in wisdom because of that day at the Capitol and what I learned from that experience.
Oh, it went down to 8 viewers.
Oh, maybe your mom just watched. Great job, Jordan. You can fill out, there's a few questions to fill out on the back here. Good job. All right. Audience, you doing okay?
I'm doing just fine.
Okay. Audience, we're still listening and we're ready to go? Okay.
I believe that perseverance is a great skill because you can sit through 17-hour movie marathons. I didn't know that I was going to endure and learn that Lotus for 17 hours can cause such pain. I woke up at 2 a.m., went to the theaters, and patrolled Star Wars. First was episode 1, which I hated. It was starting. I was prepared to sit for 13 hours, but I couldn't fall asleep. It was awful. I was tired, but the action in the movie wouldn't let me sleep. I sat and waited for episode 7 as I learned to persevere. As a result, I learned perseverance. I was also excited for the new movie. I was tired and irritated. I couldn't wait till 7 to see the new movie. I was overjoyed when the clock said 7. I rushed to the theater. I jumped into my seat and put on my 3D glasses, and the movie began. I was so excited when I saw Han Solo. The 17 hours of long waiting was all worth it, to be some of the first people to see the movie. Now I use perseverance to beat my challenges. Recently, my basketball team played against a hard team. I got hurt at the start, but I played through the pain. Then later, our tallest player went down. I had to play the next half without a break, but I persevered through the rest of the game. We lost, but I was happy. I scored my first point of the year, and I had 6 assists, my season high. I have learned to use perseverance to go through my challenges. Now every day I'm hopeful I won't have to sit for 17 hours. Every day I wake up and I hope I don't have to sit nonstop for 17 hours. But spending the day watching Star Wars with my dad is pretty fun, especially when you eat 3 full king-size popcorn bowls. Now when I wake up, I'm always hopeful that I won't have to sit in the movie for 17 hours. This is how I learned perseverance.
Levi, I'm not quite done with your rubric, but can you answer these 3 questions here?
Yeah.
And bring it back up to me, and then I'll finish it.
Okay, does anyone else need to bring up their rubric that they're done with? Does anyone need to move around? Audience, are you okay? Jace, Mari wants your attention.
What?
Ashley's watching.
Oh, hi, Ashley. Okay. My word is determination. I believe that determination can get you anywhere. I didn't know that the tournament I was at was going to teach me about determination. I was in the car going to a wrestling tournament at the Waukee football field. I was, oh my God. Oh my God.
It's okay.
I wasn't that trained because I didn't go to any practices that year. An hour later, I won my first match by 8 points. A few minutes later, I won my second match by 4 points. I was getting very tired, but I was still determined to win the match. The next match, I barely won. I was broken down, but then I lost the next match. I learned that you can win anything if you are determined. I was in pain because I sprained my ankle while wrestling. I was super confident, though. Maybe a little too much. I believed that I was going to get first. I got so excited that I started freaking out. I lost the match because I was overconfident. I was so mad when I lost I was so mad that I lost. I feel happy every time I think about that day. I use this lesson a lot because you never know who you're up against. I have used this so I don't get over the confident and do bad on what I'm doing. I am determined on hard working. I am determined to go to a good college and get a great job. In tournaments, I keep my determination high and not be overconfident. Now when I'm challenged, I am determined. In conclusion, I am flabbergasted that I was so determined back then. I am astonished that I got second and only lost 1 match. I feel that I could have determined myself even better than I did at the tournament. Now I feel that I was doing the only moves I knew in that tournament. I think the opponents I had that day were not doing their best, and they could have tried being more determined. Now I am flabbergasted that I did what I did in that match.
That's why I believe that determination can get you anywhere in life.
Okay, Jace, I'm not done with your rubric, but can you please fill out these bottom questions? Audience, great job. Let's audience, are you in a good spot? Are you ready to listen and clap at the end? Okay. Good job, Luke. Okay, so Alejandro.
My story idea is responsibility. I believe that responsibility can show you to have the responsibility for something. Getting a phone is great, but I got a lesson in responsibility. I got off the school bus and my mom was home early. I was about to learn something about responsibility. When I opened my house door, my mom was watching TV with my little brother. My mom had a little box in her hand. She told me she got me a surprise. I opened it up and I saw a little black phone. I was confused that I got a phone. My mom thought I had the responsibility to have a phone. I was happy. I started using my phone the next day after I got it. I called my family members and talked to my friends. And my friends were kind of jealous. I got a phone when I was 7. After a couple months, I couldn't find my phone, and my mom found it. Turns out it went to the washer, and then it stopped working. I learned to be responsible by getting a phone. I felt scared when I wasn't responsible for my phone. I was scared that my mom was going to get mad and ground me for a long time. I tried to hide the evidence from my mom, but it turns out my mom already knew about my phone. She was mad at me, but not that mad. It wasn't an expensive phone, it was a cheap phone. She said to me it was just a little phone. At least it wasn't a touchscreen phone. I would have been really mad, my mom told me. She told me she would get me a new phone just like it. So I just told my mom okay, and she tells me the next time she wouldn't get me a new one if it breaks. I was scared I wasn't responsible enough for my first phone. Now I am more responsible enough for my phone. I am responsible now because I got a touchscreen phone, so I pick it up somewhere when it is charging at night. Whenever my mom does our clothes, I always check my pants or jackets for my phone every day. Every day my mom made an agreement with me and said, if I take care of my phone now, I can get an iPhone or a Samsung Galaxy S5 or 6. So I always take care of my phone to get a better one later and give my old phone to my brother. Now I am responsible, and I hope it will earn me a new phone, and I will care for it to keep it safe. In conclusion, I feel lucky that I got a new phone. I look back on that day and said I am lucky. I got a touchscreen phone even when almost all my phones got broke or went through the washer. I am always taking care of my new phone and putting it in certain places I remember. I charge it every day. Keep it somewhere where it can charge at night. I keep on getting lucky. I am almost at my goal for getting an iPhone or a Samsung Galaxy. I'm taking care of the one I have right now to reach my goal and take care of it and begin the next cycle. I hope I would get more lucky to keep my phone safer. In conclusion, I believe we all should take care of our phones and learn about responsibility. So then later on, we can get even better phones later. I pledge that I can take care of my phone, and I believe later on I will get a better one.
I hope your mom gets to hear that or read that. Do you think she's watching? She is. Hey, Alejandro, will you please answer these questions on the bottom? I'm not done with your rubric. I think I'm going to do it later. But can you do those 3 questions? Okay. And bring it back up. Does anyone else need to bring up their rubric? Okay, so audience, how are you doing?
Good.
You're doing okay? I think we'll be able to, if Addy's not quite done, when the bell rings, we're going to let her finish before we go to passing period, okay? All right, Addy.
Okay. My words are love and hope.
I believe that if something is very hard to go through, a great lesson of love and hope will follow. I would have never thought that my mom and dad separating would have coached me more about love and hope than ever. I used to live with my mom up until I was in 3rd grade. I also took care of my little sister Nevaeh, who is now 6. When I would teach her to walk or to even stand, I would have never known that she has been teaching me about love. At times, I hope that my mom does come back, although it would never arise. In the end, I learned the hard way about that my family was teaching me about love and hope. I was always depressed after my mom left, although I accomplished a lot about love and hope. My mom had left me with my grandma, and then my dad took me. My dad was always trying to make me happy, and same with my stepmom. But knowing that I had 3 half-siblings, 2 step-siblings, a stepmom, and also knowing that there was no one out there to share my exact pain, I was depressed. But okay. But after I learned that, but I have learned more about love and hope than I would have had if my mom had not left. I now use love and hope all the time because I love my mixed family, and although that my mom left a scar, my mom left would heal. After my mom left, she left a scar on my heart, but I still see that my little sister, Nevaeh, and she was with my grandma named Seta. Unless your sibling is a stare, then they aren't your step-sibling, is what my dad says, because there is enough love to go around. Now I will forever have hope and love. Finally, bearing hope and love is everything that you will need to learn. Just having hope got me to be the person I am today, and actually better, because I love my new family, and they taught me everything I know, except some things I had to learn myself. That is why hope and love can let you do many inspirational things, and having ideas that you may have never thought of. I believe, even though it's very hard to go through, a great lesson in which love and hope can follow. That is why I let go.
Okay, I'm going to put our sign up. Audience will be back in 4 minutes. Great job, Addy, sharing that.
Can I show my face? Maybe you should turn it around.
It's a mirror image, so.
No, don't tell me. 6 viewers.
Loved it. Like, very well put. Very well put. Where's your essay?
You just said, like, buzz kitten. When you see cats over you, like, I see kittens.
So, Addy, I didn't finish your rubric yet, but you can do your 3 questions here, and then I'll finish it. I'm kind of just watching now, too. So let's take our passing period, and we'll come back.
Videos.
Alejandro, are you feeling better?
Yeah.
I'm so glad you're back. We missed you. What were you sick with? Oh, that's so hard.
You want to see the shoes that I want?
Yes.
Okay.
Sam is looking for new shoes right now.
There's
so.
like 2 of them, but even like those really old shoes that have wheels on the bottom.
He wants Roshi runs, but I feel like they're going to rip out the top.
Who got the top one?
Because they're so soft on the top. Okay, you get it up. I'm going to keep getting it.
Right.
I've got a big load of papers.
I want both of them. I don't know. Yeah, I I don't know which ones I want more, but I want
Are they the same but different colors?
Yeah.
So why'd you?
See, I like those because they aren't gonna rip out the stove.
That's the full house.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
I'm your
Face right there.
Hello. Hi, Mom.
Wait, where does it say that? Okay, find me some good running shoes.
You can see my hand.
Alright.
Ashley said to check the comments. I don't know.
What comments?
I don't think I allowed comments.
Oh, Ashley's a rule.
This is my hand, Mom. Camden, why'd you do that?
That was a meeting.
Yeah, it was. Ian. Joe.
Oh, you're getting 6? Did I get the 6 here? What an honor.
Camden is up in
5 viewers. No one likes me.
Now we have 4. Now we have 4. People are leaving. We only have 4.
Maybe
This
they'll come
Burns-Fess,
back
we're
after
down to
get
4.
No.
Come on, people, watch it.
Come on, watch.
Hi, hopefully Ashley's watching. Hi. Oh, we're back.
Okay,
Oh,
we're back. You can move the sign. Close up your books. Audience, you are doing a great job. I hope you got to move around a little bit during passing period. We have 4 viewers. Welcome, viewers. Well, people probably had to go to meetings or go do things, but we're glad we have 4. Okay, audience, do you have a good spot that you can listen? Okay. All right, Carter, whenever you're ready.
Okay. I believe when you have creativity, you can accomplish many tasks. I didn't know that day when I had no school, I was going to learn a lot about creativity. One day, me and my family went to Staples. We were looking, and I saw some Sharpies and a book about cartoons. I loved to draw, but never learned how to. We brought the supplies home and drove back. I was fascinated. I learned so much, and for days, I loved to draw. I learned when you have imagination and creativity, you can learn so many things. As a result, being creative makes yourself feel accomplished. When you draw something awesome. When I draw like cartoons and people, when I'm done, I feel so accomplished and hang them up. I feel like I work so hard, and when I draw those cartoons, I put them in my notebook and look at them later to see my progress. I feel accomplished when I do something creative like drawing. Now when I have big projects or just draw I use my creativity wherever I go. I remember I used my creativity just a couple of weeks ago in a science presentation, so I made a video. I had to be creative and make a good idea for the video. So when I presented, people loved it and clapped and cheered. I accomplished this task when I am innovative and imaginative. In conclusion, I feel proud when I am creative. When I make new things or create, I will always be proud. When I work hard on my creative work, I will like drawing or sketching or even sculpting with clay. I feel lots of things when I be creative, but being proud is one of my favorites. I believe that creativity can accomplish tasks and get things done when I'm creative all the time.
Carter, I did manage to get your work done. So here you go. You can answer the 3 questions at the end.
Yeah.
Did you text? Do you think someone's watching?
No, of course not.
All right. Who is after Joe? So you're on deck. Camden, you're after Joe.
Okay, start.
Let's wait for Camden to come up and get. Everyone's doing a great job of reading at a good pace. So you're not too fast, not too slow. It's very clear and easy to understand. Are you going to give the audience a smile? Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna start.
All right, audience, you ready? Okay.
My value word is determination. I believe that when having difficulties, determination will keep you going. My topic sentence for this is, after the game, the experience I had taught me about determination.
When the game started, my team went out on the field. When it was halftime, it was 0-4. I was despondent. My team was despondent. But our coach taught us a little something about determination. We went back out. I scored a goal. CJ scored and Kyle scored. The game ended. Our team lost when we saw it was 3-4, though we felt like we won because we never gave up. I learned that having determination and never giving up let you reach your goal. As a result, having determination can let you reach a goal and feel very successful. When my game started, I felt tense. When it was halftime, I was feeling depressed that we were losing. After the game was 3-4, we lost, but I felt like we won because we never gave up. I felt like I finally learned a lesson about determination. I felt determination is needed to be successful. Now when I start the day, I still use determination every day. I use determination during homework. When I get stuck, I don't give up. I go and get help or someone else to help me solve the problem if it's too hard for me. And that's only one way I use determination. Now every day, I still need it. Determination. I feel like determination is still needed to succeed life. I've proved myself that I could still win even if we lost. This is a word that you have to believe in. It will power through all the difficulties you have, even if it seems like it's impossible. We need to believe determination to succeed in life. My conclusion is, I believe that even if you have difficulties, determination will keep you going.
Okay. Joe, would you do these questions at the back and I'll finish your rubric?
Big boy.
You could do that. Okay.
That big.
Don't trip. Okay, Camden. Camden, then Kennedy.
I want to watch it.
Now, Zane, you're not going to make him laugh sitting there. You want to sit back over here?
Makes me laugh.
Yeah, let's sit over here so we don't look at him and make him laugh.
Can I sit like behind the poster so you can't see me?
Yeah, this is his moment, so we don't want to make him laugh.
Yeah, it's a big moment. Do I start?
Yep.
Okay. I believe that hard work is the key to all activities. I wasn't expecting it when I left, but this shoot around would teach me about the importance of hard work. I go to the gym ready to get better. I start shooting and was ready for the season to start. I thought to myself I should practice free throws. Time passed quickly. Then I didn't let myself leave until I made 10 in a row. I learned that hard work is really essential and feels good afterhand. As a result, at that time, I was frustrated how long it took, but that event made me satisfied with my basketball ability. I felt ready and excited for the season. At first, I was frustrated at how long it took me to achieve my goal. I was dedicated to get better this season. I genuinely enjoyed how much better I got at free throws and basketball in general. I was really happy because I got to go to the gym and shoot for a while, which is one of my favorite things to do. Looking back at my frustration, I can be happy because it made me a whole lot better. All of the hard work has showed and paid off in games now. I've really worked on free throws, and during the season I rarely miss them. I also have better ball handling, not only out of games. Now not only out of games, but also in games. I work really hard. I can really take control of the game this year because of all the hard work. Recently, we played a hard team from DCG. We were behind by about 10 points. We started to work extra hard and shoot three-pointers, and we got a 10-point lead. We did end up losing the game, but it helped me develop confidence. Obviously, hard work has paid off now and more, so hard work is the key to all activities. Today I am thankful that I learned this lesson, and it has kept helping me get better in basketball and life.
I am a lot more hardworking in school and at home and on the basketball court. I go as hard as I can on and off the court. All the hard work really pays off as it is the way to get better at what I'm doing. Anywhere I go, people think of me different than I used to be thought of. I am now thought of as the hard worker that never gives up. I am very thankful that I learned about how important hard work is in basketball and anything else you are doing. I believe that hard work is important in anything that you decide to do.
Good job.
Thanks.
You did it.
I did.
You did. Okay, I did not finish your rubric yet, but you can fill out these questions on the back. And if you want to write in your 2 new words, do these 2. That'd be great.
All right. See, I told you I'd add viewers. I added 2 more. So
What do we have? How many do we have?
5.
5? Awesome. Okay, audience, are you doing okay? We have Kennedy, then Carly, then Eduardo, then Mari, Chance, Luke, and Ian. So we have quite a few people gone today, so.
Okay. I believe loyalty is the key to gaining trust, and gaining trust leads to creating friendships. Loyalty to me is dependability. One day I learned the true meaning. That day was when I lost my cat. I love my dogs, and one of them is loyal. One day my mom brought home a dog as a surprise. He was named Chewbacca, and it was perfect because it matched our Star Wars pet names. And I had a cat named Star, and he chased her away. Star was my best friend, and my other dog, Mara Jade, was just starting to get used to cats, given we had 2 cats in the past. I learned that loyalty is helping someone by being their friend and depending on people. My feelings when I lost Star, I was sad, mad, depressed, and I would cry every night after I realized she was gone. One of the worst things was that after I lost her, we moved, so I didn't have a chance to find her. She may have even returned to my house, and I'm not there to see her. I think about her every day. I even put her tag off her collar onto a necklace. Then one day I went to my great-grandparents' house, and they own a big amount of land, and they live close to a golf course, and they have a golf cart. I lust riding/driving. It is a good early practice for driving. I love how the wind flows through my hair, but one time on Easter, I think some relative was driving the cart, and something fell down my shirt. I thought it was nothing, but it was my necklace, and it was lost forever. Now every time I see a cat, I get reminded of Star. My dog shows loyalty. He's loyal to my brother. When I even just touch my brother, he barks at me. My brother is always making jokes that Chewie ate Star. My brother is very mean. Whenever I sleep in on the weekends, he smacks me with a pillow, trying to wake me up. In conclusion, I still love Chewbacca, but I still have regrets. I miss Star so much, it's hard losing a friend, especially that one that loves you as much as you love them. Plus, my mom's allergic to cats, so I can't have another cat anyways. The superb news is that she said she would get me a kitten after high school. Some good news is that my mom promised me I can have a cat when I finish high school. I love Star, and she may be in a better place. I really don't know, but wherever she is, I hope she is happy in her own little lost world.
That's so sweet. You're gonna make me cry. So can you fill out these questions back here and write in your new words? That was really good, Kennedy. I can understand. Okay, Carly, audience, you doing okay? Hang on, honey.
I have a question. Okay. Because some of us have YouTube channels. Could you, in the description of it, put our YouTube channels there?
What?
In the description of it, when you post it, can you put our YouTube channels names in there?
I'm not sure. You'll have to try it. Joe, are you done with your sheet? Will you bring that back to me? Does anyone else need to bring their sheet back up? Jace, do you have a question?
I have a comment. got one person that's missing.
Oh,
Lillian.
oh, she never came this year. She's just still on our class list. Okay, we better keep going so we don't run out of time. Carly, we still have 6 viewers.
I believe freedom can get you anywhere in life. Little did I know that freedom was getting me somewhere in life, and now I know I was going to learn how freedom is to believe in yourself. Before I was going to move, I loved to play outside. But as soon as I moved away, I knew what freedom was more and more. I knew I could play outside even more. Little did I know what freedom meant in my life that I learned. I felt happy and sad because I was going to move. I felt happy because I knew what freedom meant. I was going to have freedom to have a fresh start. I was sad that I was going to move. I was sad to leave my dad, my friends, and my family. I felt happy and sad because I was going to move. Now I understand that freedom is more. Now I understand that freedom means more and more to me. I understand what freedom means is being outside more and going to school like walking back and forth classes. I understand what freedom means. I feel happy that I know what freedom means to go outside and have freedom. I'm older now to know what freedom means. I can go outside and ride my bike when it's summer. I can go to the pool across the street. I feel happy to be able to have the freedom to do the things I would like to do. In conclusion, I believe in freedom. Little did I know that freedom is my opportunity to get somewhere in life. Before I moved, I loved to play outside. When I moved here, I knew what my ability meant. So now I play outside more. I felt happy and sad that day that I had to move. I was happy because I was going to have a fresh start. I was sad because I was leaving my dad, my friends, and some of my family. And now I know that freedom means more and more to me.
I got started on this, but I'll finish it after you do the questions at the bottom. You can bring it up when you're done. There you go. He's giving you some support.
Okay.
Okay, hang on. Let's wait till our audience is ready. Just a few more. You're doing great.
Can I start?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I believe if you're determined, anything can happen. I never knew that on that day on the field, I learned that determination pays off. I woke up that day knowing I was going to my first ever soccer game. The next thing I knew was that it's 10 a.m., time to go to my game. When I got there, my coach said I played midfielder, so I went to my position, and it started. 30 minutes passed by. It's still 0-0. There's only a few minutes left. My dad was encouraging me, and it ended up helping me a lot. I was so determined to score a goal for my first ever game, as the referee said, 10 seconds left. I ran with the ball as quickly as I could, kicked it, and it rolled by the goalie. We won 1-0. Everyone was cheering. It felt great. That day I learned determination in the end really pays off. As a result, even though it looked impossible, my confidence was bigger. It really felt impossible to make a goal. It was like a dream. When I got there, my feelings were only thinking about winning and being confident. Then I got on the field and I had mixed feelings because I felt nervous that they would score on us or I'd do something wrong, but I overcame the nervousness. Then came the moment where everything changed. I scored a goal, and at that moment I felt amazing, like I succeeded life. In conclusion, never let your feelings hold you down in any way. Now that I went through this, I can use my determination in ways I haven't before during rough times. One way I've used this is to buy myself a gaming console. I was very determined to get it, but I needed money, right? Well, I found my way, but it took a lot of determination and hard work because it wasn't easy. I needed patience too because it took me about 3 months to even get enough money to buy it. With all the determination, I pulled through and got my gaming console. After all, my determination got me through times when I needed it because of my first ever soccer game. In the end, I feel very proud of what I did that day, and I hope if you ever do something you're proud of you. Let me restart that. In the end, I feel very proud of what I did that day, and I hope if you ever do something you're proud of, you feel proud of yourself too. Now that I look back at this story and what happened, I feel great about how I did reach my goal, and I'm glad I was so determined because I feel like if I was never determined, this never would have happened to me. Finally, I hope whenever you have a goal, you are determined to reach it, and when you do, you're proud of yourself. I believe that determination can make anything possible.
Good job. I didn't quite finish. Can you fill out the new words you used and answer these questions at the bottom? Good job. Getting that done after you were sick. Good job. Okay, Mari, do you want to say hi to Ashley?
Hello. I believe that dedication can help you reach your goals. I hadn't learned it yet, but dedication pays off. I woke up for a recital day that I'd been working hard all year for. I knew at the end of the day I would get my letter, the letter that tells us if we are moving up to a different level. I opened mine. It said I was moving up to point. I had been working for a long time to get there, and I was excited that I had the chance. After that day, I learned dedication pays off no matter how long it takes to get there. As a result, through learning that I'm now starting point, I was worried. I was super excited because I've wanted to start for so long, but somewhere in my happiness, I was worried. Dancing takes a lot of dedication, which I have. I mostly was just worried because I wanted to be good. All I need is practice to get started. The letter determined my upcoming year. I learned that with the end of the year comes worry and more dedication. Since then, point has become easier and we are preparing for our next recital. Knowing commitment is all it takes, I have learned so much more. I've started new types of dances and it has come easier to me. I think this lesson has taught me so much more in life and helped me in similar situations. I've done dance for 9 years and all I needed was dedication to keep me going. This situation has helped me with everything in dance. It has taught me to keep going. Dance takes a lot of work. It sometimes makes me feel astonished because I'm constantly at dance throughout the week, but all I do is remember my dedication. It always helps. I feel like I've improved a ton since recital. I'm going to pursue my dream of becoming a professional dancer. Perseverance has gotten me through everything, especially the days I feel like quitting. I believe dedication is the key to life.
I'm not quite done, but you can have it and you can fill out the questions at the bottom. And then I'll have it back and finish it. There you go. Okay, Chance?
My value word is determination. I believe that determination can make you successful. I did not know that at practice I was gonna learn about determination. I was at my first football practice. I was nervous at first, but when I got there, I did the best that I could. The coaches said, keep trying the best I could and don't give up. That day, I learned that determination can get you through almost anything. As a result, I learned determination, but I was also nervous/excited that day. I felt excited when it happened because it was my first time doing football, and I wanted to do football for a while, but I was also nervous because it was my first time doing football. I am still nervous at the beginning of football season, but I'm also excited. Now, when I go to football practice, I am filled with determination. Now, and I'm excited to go to football practice because I have a lot of friends there, and I'm also always determined to learn the plays and learn the stance. Now I will always have determination in things that I think I can't do, but I will keep trying to do. Today I feel positive about what happened that day, and I don't give up on stuff that I think I can't do. Now, in football, I still don't give up. I just keep trying my best if I do something wrong, and even if something happens in football, I don't let it put me down. And I will never give up on stuff I think I can't do, because just because I think I can't do something doesn't mean that if I try, I will not do it. Now I will always be determined in whatever I do, and whatever I think I can't do, I believe that determination can make you successful and help you do anything.
Good job, Lance. Good job reading that. I didn't finish your rubric yet, but would you please do these questions here and write in your 2 words you used?
Let's do it together. Before he starts. Okay, there we go.
Good job. Okay, we have 2 more. Audience, you've done an awesome job today. And we still have 5 viewers. So we have 2 more people to share. Go ahead, Luke.
I believe that no matter how hard the opposing team is, you can still have skill. I didn't know that I would leave the game learning what skill really is. I was at the firehouse changing into my game jersey. I had heard how good that team was. I was super nervous when the game started. We got the tip right away and scored. And then they scored, and it went like that until half. The halftime score was 12-8. After half, I got the ball and I was wide open. I shot the ball and swished the 3. After the game, I really knew what skill was. As a result, I still have confidence against the best teams. I used to believe in myself in games, but now I believe in myself more. I was super excited when I made the 3. I now have even more confidence when I play. When I play teams, no matter how good they are. I feel like I have grown on how aggressive I play. I feel amazing every time I think about it, even though how good the team was. I still use this lesson today. Once I made the 3, I knew I had learned a lesson, and that the lesson is you should play your hardest no matter how good of a team you play. I feel like I have improved mentally and physically. I still use this lesson today when I play basketball. I am working harder now when I think about the 3. I want to achieve more goals in basketball. I work on basketball. I work on basketball 3s every day, and I work harder. I also work hard at school and at home and at the sports. I believe that no matter how hard the opposing team is, you can still have a lot of skill.
Good job, Ian.
High five, man.
Here, Luke, you can finish these questions here, and then I'll finish your rubric. Okay, last one, audience. Okay, Ian.
I believe that bravery teaches you that hard obstacles will get in your way when life happens. A couple of words and I was in a trance. I knew that I would learn bravery is important. I took a hold of the railing and I looked down. It was only about 5 feet, but it looked like a steep cliff. My friends were encouraging me to jump off and land on what looked like suicide from where I was. I went for it. I knew that if I were to get hurt, that this would be my fault. I let go of the railing and my feet smacked the ground. Wood chips were soaring through the air and out from under my feet. My feet hurt a tad bit, but I learned the important lesson that day about bravery, and that it is a big puzzle piece in life. I felt very scared that day when I did something that required me to be very brave. When I grabbed onto the railing, I knew that I was taking a big risk. I was scared and frightened. I knew that if I got hurt, I would feel pain and guilt. My heart was pumping fast, thinking if I should do it. I wasn't sure if I would get hurt or not, but I swallowed the gulp in my throat and jumped for it. I let out a scream, and when I was in the air and my feet hit the ground, I knew that no matter how I felt, that my bravery would take over and I would make the jump. Now that I have learned the true meaning of bravery, I am ready to stand up for anything. After I jumped off the bridge, I felt braver than anyone. And I might have bragged a bit, but I still learned
my lesson about bravery. That gave me the courage to climb a tree taller than my house, 2-story building. But I couldn't get over my mom getting mad at me, but well, that happens to all of us. In conclusion, I feel strong, exhilarating, and like a winner. Bravery makes me feel inspired when I am afraid to climb a tree or jump over a high place. I know that I can do it because I see I am always able to do that, and I know in my brain that I could do a lot more than just jump off a bridge. In conclusion, that something brave makes you inspired, strong, and everyone will feel like a winner if they do something brave.
Hang on. Ian, I'm going to give you your rubric. Can you finish these questions here? Hang on a second, Luke, and then give this back to me. Okay, so I just want to thank our viewers for staying with us today. We really appreciate you being a part of our sharing. I'm going to turn the camera around and let the class say goodbye. Now, class, after you say goodbye, give a chance to move out of the way so somebody else can say goodbye. I'm going to turn the camera around. Can you see yourselves?
Bye. Yes, do it.
Okay, now give someone else a chance.
We will return in 4 minutes.
Bye, Mom.
Bye-bye.
Girls in the back. Elijah. Mari, you want to say bye to Ashley? All right, well, thank you for joining us. We had a great time. We'll see you again soon.